you hear me? Over
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to turn down the music a lot. It was very loud. I think it's at 10 right now.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's still loud for me, but at least I can adjust it on my end.
Yeah, it's at 10.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure
Let me
this
check
out.
what mine is, actually. Because I usually like to keep game audio on full blast and just adjust the computer.
Yeah, the note scroll speed is at 1 by default, but apparently you can get it up to 20. So I have no idea what that would look like.
Yeah, there's a side mode, it's kind of like a roguelike and stuff. It's got... Hold on.
I turned autoplay off, but I'm doing the bypass. I think that's what you were talking about with the, you can still progress this or even if you fail and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Go down. This way. Above. If it's right below unlock conditions.
Yeah, but bypass.
Yeah, go one down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I got confused. I'm not good with keyboard.
Yeah, you're good.
Assist mode enabled. Remove the challenge
Remove
gauge.
the... That means that the challenge gauge is basically you miss too many notes, you fail out, you get to start over.
So, disable it?
No, enable it.
Okay, it was already enabled. Sweet.
That way you, yeah. That's because you selected the story mode.
Puzzle hints are off. I do really like puzzles.
Yeah, so if you go back up to unlock conditions, the thing we were originally talking about,
Yeah, bypass.
basically, yeah, so when we solved the puzzle the first time, basically we got to just jump straight into it. To unlock the actual lock to like click on, normally you have to get a certain amount of like B ranks, a certain amount of B ranks on the different blocks to unlock the after.
Yeah. Alright, that makes sense.
Turning that off, we can just jump straight into the puzzles. But yeah. As I was saying earlier, there's a roguelike side mode, and there's like different modifiers on the songs. Some of them are, the song starts off at 1 speed, and as the song progresses, it slowly goes up to 20 speed. But I don't think I made it past 14. It's not playable.
It's not playable. Are you good at rhythm games?
I haven't played a lot of them, but I've enjoyed the ones I have played. I played a lot of Rock Band and stuff with my family when I was way younger.
I played Just Dance, but I never got into Rock Band. Or Guitar Hero or anything.
Yeah, just the first, like, I guess, real rhythm game I played. I really enjoyed it.
Alright, so we never made it past chapter 1, so I'm just gonna start from the beginning. Prologue. This experience is a work of fiction, despite some meta-narrative aspect blending the fictional world and the real world. All content in this game is fiction. The following game experience contains patterns of flashing or bright colors. Alright. Select a mode to play through the game. Story mode. You may change some system settings like window resolution for beginning. No. Setup complete. Terrain. Welcome to Duskbreaker setup process. Press enter to continue. This initialization process will ask you 9 questions. Please answer truthfully. Enter your name. I'm just gonna go with Wick.
There.
Yep. If somebody you care about was struggling, yet promised they were okay, how would you respond? I think I would back off. If somebody you care about dealt with a great misfortune, what would be your first course of action? I would focus on their happiness. Try to understand more. Yeah, focus on their happiness.
Once again, the only wrong answer is a lie.
If you were hurt by a friend on accident, how would you confront them about it afterward? Try to talk it out or try to forget it and move on? Definitely try to talk it out. If you were hurt by a friend on purpose, how would you confront them about it afterward? Try to talk it out, stand up for yourself. Try to talk it out. If you and someone you cared about were both got hurt at the same time, whose happiness would you prioritize? Your own or your loved ones? Definitely my loved ones. If someone that you do not know got hurt, would you care about their well-being? You would care? I would not care. I would care.
Makes sense.
If someone that has hurt you in the past got hurt themselves, did they deserve it? They did. They did not. If you witness somebody you dislike getting ganged up on, would you join in? No, I would stay out of it. Your answers have been recorded. Please remain stationary with a DB helmet attached. You will experience a moment of discomfort. Do not be alarmed, it will only last for 15 seconds. Time.
I think I should take this one.
Alright.
Just based on characters. Many months into our ordeal, that word stopped having meaning to me. How long has it been that my time was stopped in place? An intermission cannot breach frozen time. And yet,
Discomfort.
That's how you know things went well.
Can you hear me? If this message is reached,
then you may be our last hope. Sorry, I'm slacking. I'm a failure. Before you can get to that, you need to know what to do. Let me explain how this works. This game, you press the killer keys to activate the lamp. This is an opening path, a line at the bottom, hit the assigned key. of course, if you want to, you can.
Nah, I'm good. I saw some of the harder songs later that require you to hold and press the bumpers. So I should probably not get in that habit.
Learning to master these 3 types of dopamine will be your guiding light. Like negative. Lend us your power. Not by any means a bustling hub of officers and investigators coming in and out through the day, but a humble shack that serves as the Ivy League for the public tourist. Due to its lack of vivid activity, the detectives and other officers often revel in the peace of taking a break. Today, however, is no such day. I walked up the road to the police center. Even from a short distance, I wouldn't really blame anyone for missing it completely. The time that she it always catches me off guard when I remember my song is. Walked up to the small porch to the door and knocked on it. A few seconds passed, but they didn't give me any response. I knocked again. This yielded the same results. Straight. I offered it on the 3rd try. And the 4th. For real? I find it really hard to when there's nobody inside. Stepping off the porch, I looked around. Maybe I'll find someone by looking through the window? Walked up to it and pressed my cheek against the dirty glass. Really? Sure enough, I couldn't see anyone inside, not even a clerk at the receptionist. I mean, okay, think about it. It's a Monday. Maybe everybody partied too hard on the weekend and nobody showed? Maybe they're all out looking for Snooki. That's definitely it. I mean, that's definitely not it, but I'll have hope. God knows I need it in this kind of situation. I walked back up onto the porch and looked at the door again. Well, it's time that it was still open, so I guess they expect me to just try the door? I twisted the rusted handle on the door, and sure enough, it opened without any trouble at all. Fair enough.
I don't know why he didn't try that to begin with.
Her of all characters you thought would have.
I know.
I'll take as much as antidote here, and I go. Got the one. Missing link. Missed the lights off in the window. It was the smoke we found in the reception area. Really is a no-show here. Well, when I said that, I noticed a detective down the hall. I waved to her, and she looked up and gave it. Oh, you. Hey. Excuse me. Is there anyone I can talk to follow up on a missing persons report? I hate acting like this. Being strong and formal is far from my strong suit, and I don't exactly think it's a super good idea to be on the bad side of things. Detective, who isn't in any kind of uniform, points to a cubicle in the back of the hall and walks off. Thank you? Thank you. I walk down the hall and look around the corner of the cubicle. Sitting there behind it is a woman in a coat, writing something down on a notepad as she looks at one of her screens. Hey, Miss Detective, are you free at the moment? I have a few questions I'd like to ask about the report I filed. I have it in my binder here somewhere. Shit, where did I actually put the damn thing? I started scrambling through my files desperately. The detective looked up from her screen. She seemed a bit confused.
Hey, I don't think you can just...
Ah, found it! I pulled the piece of paper out of the binder and handed it to her. Here we are! I've got the details for this, for if you need to do, like, a lookup or something. Or I can give you her name or something. The detective sighed and looked disapprovingly.
say that you're here about Suki, right? Not many missing persons reports around here. So this is the first one in a couple weeks.
Yes, Suki Kazagare, that's her. What's the report?
Nothing since we opened the investigation.
I frowned. Nothing? It's been a whole day. You have to have at least found something.
It's been less than a day. A girl goes missing and you expect us to mobilize our entire force to find her? We barely have any resources as it is.
I mean, I don't want you to do that. I just thought maybe you would have made some progress or something? I don't know. Detective sighs again.
Well, we haven't. We'll let you know if we find her. Until then, why don't you try to take your mind off of it? I understand that it's stressful.
Oh, for the love of... Despite her efforts to calm me down, she was clearly unaware of the inverse effect it was having. Okay, fine. I'll do it myself. I'll find her, and I'll prove to you that you can do better. This yielded another sigh from the detective.
Listen, I understand your worries, but if you go and break any laws and get yourself in danger, we aren't going to be able to protect you because of an emotional outburst. The last thing you want to do is find your sister and have to tell her we had to lock you up. Understand?
Before the detective was even finished with her sentence, however, I was already on my way out the door.
Jeez. What a piece of work.
Once I got back outside, I sat down on the porch and tried to calm myself down. Not to much avail. I should message Allison and let her know how I went. God damn it.
Did it not go well?
Yeah, I'd say so. They have nothing. Literally jack shit.
Well, it's only been a day or so, so...
Man, I guess. That's a whole ass day's worth of opportunities for her to kick the bucket somehow.
Sat, what are you planning to do?
Is that even a question? I'm finding her. It's the thoughts they are, LMAO.
I really don't think that's the best idea.
Come on, it'll take like no time at all. At least help me hang up some missing posters for her or something.
I'm willing to help you do that, but I don't want you to get involved in anything further than that, okay? Suki needs her sister to come home too.
Yeah, I get it. She did not, in fact, get it. I'll be fine. I'm gonna go to the park. Can you meet me there?
Yeah, I can. I'm nearby. I'm nearby, actually. I'll see you there, okay? Until then, try to stay calm.
I am calm. Seriously. You've never seen anyone as calm as I am right now. Park is still a good bit away, but I'm not walking all that distance in this weather. When does the next bus come? I checked on my phone. 10 minutes at the nearest stop. Thank God. I put away my phone, got up off the precinct porch, and started walking towards the bus stop. Game by Hajimeli. Guy Hour Works. Team Vivid Stasis.
Okay, so for anyone curious, Leo has played the entire game. I have only played the first chapter. So I'm replaying the first chapter to catch you guys up on everything. But yeah, I've only seen, this is as much of the game as I have seen. So we just finished episode 1, Station at the Beginning. Saturday Inquires at the Precinct of Outer Sister. And now it's time for episode 2, Intersection of Wills. Saturday and Allison meet up to discuss Suki's case.
And no one else.
No one else.
This is a hidden reference to 2 days ago.
It is.
We made some incredible theories. I'm sure they'll be their ugly heads again today.
Yes.
The Tanagatima Park, a humble but popular attraction on the island for the locals to stop by and hang out on particularly sunny days. Once I got there, I went and stood in the northeast corner of it, next to a modest garden. Allie should be here in like 5 minutes, so I'm probably good to sit down for a bit. I waited for a few minutes and looked around. A gardener volunteer is tending to the flowers in the garden boxes, but I'm not paying much attention to that. Some kids are playing and shouting on the playground in annoyingly loud voices, which I guess makes sense considering that it's a playground, but I still wish I didn't have to hear it. Eventually, my patience starts running thin. Where the hell is she? It's been like 10 minutes. It can't take her that long. She said she was nearby, right? She hasn't texted back in a while. Should I...
Hey.
Hi. Hello. Sorry, you scared me. Allison laughed sheepishly. Was it really that funny?
Sorry. Yeah. I got held up on my way here.
Yeah, it's okay. Let me just, Damn it, not again. Put my backpack on the bench and rummaged through it. Damn it. Shit. Hang on, just a minute. Hold on.
Spreadsheets in a binder? This is certainly a change.
Hey, I can be organized when it's important. There we go. I find the sheet I was looking for and pull it out of the binder. Anyways, this is where we're at. She leaves at 10 and she doesn't come back. 10 is her usual time to leave, but she's usually back at 9 p.m. at the latest.
What else do you know?
What do you mean?
Have you contacted her workplace and wrote down what everyone said that happens on the 22nd?
Frowned.
Saturday? How did you feel about the binder operating on so little information? And besides, are you sure this is a good idea? It seems like...
At that moment, however, I noticed something out of the corner of my eye and looked opposite of Allison. Hold that thought. Look over there. Is that Kotomi? Allison sighed.
Saturday, I'd rather you didn't just brush off my...
I ran across the park, waving my arms to try to get Kotomi's attention. Kotomi! I felt a little bad for leaving Allison back there, but I heard other footsteps that indicated she was following me anyway. It's probably all good. I hope. Allison and I caught up with Kotomi in no time. She looked surprised to see us.
Is, the Jade character coming back in any future chapters?
I don't believe so.
Okay, then I might just give Kotomi Jade's voice to try to be a little different, because I gave her like a Valley Girl voice, and I kind of had Kotomi and Allison's sound kind of similar. No, I had Allison and the detective sound similar, and I was a little higher pitched for Kotomi. I didn't know what to do with them.
Okay, there's one other character who you'll have to take, who may want that voice more
Okay,
later on in the game.
gotcha.
So
Saturday? And
do
Allison, too. What are you two doing here? I'll just stick with a high pitch voice then.
Did you hear about Suki?
Did she just went missing? I saw a few of your messages in the group chat. Yeah, and Saturday had this idea to try to investigate herself or something.
I turned around and gave Allison a frustrated look. Yes, I do. The police clearly just don't give a shit. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they secretly had something to do with it. Allison gave me her own frustrated look back. Probably shouldn't have said that last part.
You're just saying things now, and you know it.
He seems to find this banter amusing, though, and chuckles.
It's not a bad idea to do a little digging yourself, to be fair.
Allison looks at Kotomi with an almost tired expression.
You think so? Yeah, I do. I think it could be fun, honestly, and it's not like Saturday is going to be able to focus on anything else.
That's what I'm saying! Allison doesn't seem to share my feelings on the matter, though.
Fun? It's not safe. I can't think of any hypothetical universe where it would be safe. We have police for a reason, you know. I don't want to see you two get hurt. Allie? Allie, you know how Saturday is. The best thing you can do is be there to protect her. No! I am not in fact going to do that, because we're not investigating. Neither of you are listening to me here at all.
Come on, Allie.
For the love
Come
of...
on.
You know I hate it when you do this.
Shit. Ow.
Are you done?
Allison sighs and shoots me a defeated glance.
Fine! Fine. But we're not doing anything illegal. You're going to promise me that right now.
And it's settled. Where are we investigating?
Saturday?
What? I said it's settled.
Saturday Tasagare.
Despite her reserved nature, Allison was just as stubborn as I. There was no getting out of promising to do exactly as she wanted when she was like this. Fine. I promise. Are you happy?
No. But it's the best I'm gonna get out of you.
So, where are we going first?
Her place of work is probably a good place to start. They'd have seen her last, so it's likely that they'll give us the information as to when exactly she disappeared. That is, assuming she even showed up for work at all. Wait, you're coming along too? I have literally nothing to do. And besides, this was my idea. If I didn't come along and either of you got hurt, I'd never forgive myself. Well, I'm glad we have another eye to look out for dangerous situations, at least. Saturday? Where did your sister work? I don't think I ever knew.
She works at a geology place, I think. You know, rock stuff. I have the address on my phone.
Then we better get going. The bus only loops around once per hour, and that's on the other side of Tanegashima, so near my place.
Ready to go. Let's get a move on, folks. I marched off energetically towards the bus stop outside the park. Kotomi follows at a brisk pace, but Allison lags behind a bit. Wonder what's got her all down in the dumps. Hopefully she feels better soon. I almost broke character in the middle of the come on. I had the idea. Specifically, if the recording fails, we have to do this a third time. I record myself doing that beforehand so I can do the narrator voice and that at the same time. And it almost broke me, but I held strong.
It's pretty fun. Yeah, I wish I had someone in chat to figure out if the audio mixing is good, because that's the biggest holdup. I'm gonna do the songs. Since this is a rhythm game, I'm horrendous at rhythm games, but I feel like it would be a good idea to at least listen to the soundtrack a bit. And autoplay is boring, so I'm gonna try my best. But
you should game really quick.
darn it.
I was gonna say, you're on Instagram. I don't know why.
Gotcha.
Here. Can you go back to settings? I think when you were doing the tutorial and you selected story mode, it reset everything.
Fun. Quick restart disabled. Accessibility. Bypass. Assessment enabled. It seems like everything's fine.
Currency multiplier, that's what I was interested in. You turn it up slightly. And for it to be just doing like 1 or 2 songs, maybe just like 2 times or 4 times.
Alright.
Should be good. The node flowchart. So go back in, but don't start the song yet. Go to gauge type. It says ultimate. Yeah, it's the kill. We don't want that. Basic.
Alright.
Okay, that should be perfectly good. Everything else is normal.
Oh, thank you, stupid cat. For being a chart designer.
You can set boost type to battery if you want to get more stuff for the nodes. Basically, points are for the song shop and battery is for the node flowchart. There's 2 different currencies.
Yeah, I'll stick with battery. No, I don't need battery because it's story mode. It said that story mode, all the story things are automatically unlocked. I'll probably do the points then.
You can just turn it off and get a balanced amount.
Fair enough.
We'll find out what happens. If you run out of batteries, but
We'd be here forever if it was still on that insta-kill. Holy cow.
I'm glad you care more about music.
You're glad I'm playing it?
I'm glad you can hear me over the music.
Oh yeah. I think I can hear you over the music. Yeah, I can. You're still very quiet, but the recording says that you are louder than the music at least, so I don't know. That was...
You learn one song better, it'll be easier.
Wow.
You can also rebind the keys if it would help.
It probably would.
Shift. Can you press shift? Yeah. One more time. I think you're hitting it too late to
Pressing the wrong keys, mostly. I don't know how to use keyboard. I get them confused pretty often.
You could probably plug a controller.
No, it said it was keyboard only on Steam, I believe. But I don't think it would help regardless. So my current pet joke theory is that it says Saturday and Allison meet up to discuss Suki's case. It never mentions Kotomi. So my theory is kind of that Kotomi isn't real. The only time it kind of mentions her is the trio check up on the state of Suki's workplace, but that is, you also see the detective there. So I'm thinking that that could be the trio. Saturday and her friend try to figure out the strange video. In this episode, Kotomi and Allison are both there, and why is friend singular? So that's my little current pet theory, and that's a little ongoing joke that I'm trying to... that my pet theory is. I don't know.
I just like doing critical thinking.
This one is a lot easier so far. Probably just
Weird.
I spoke too soon.
These songs have a lot of tabs. One of them is how if there's like a really hard part of like these songs or they're really all throughout. I just think it's interesting that they have the songs broken down to so many categories.
Gotcha.
Like go above all really and real the rest of the time.
Man. Yeah. I'm so glad that I cannot fail these. Otherwise, we would be here for hours.
Not really. I mean, I have a little bit of experience with that game, but I'm not going to think about that.
Am I pressing the wrong keys? No, I'm not. Okay. I thought my hands were on the wrong keys. Yeah, not. I'm just pressing all of them wrong.
If I'm correct, when it has minus and then a number at the bottom, it means it has to be like that and all like that, and then a clock
Gotcha. Crosshatch.
I don't recognize this one. Oh, it's 5. That's fun. What's the worst that can happen? I don't know. I'm gonna know all of these. I should jump back
This might be my favorite song so far.
This is like good.
Out of the 3 that I've heard. Yeah. The patterns felt a bit easier for me for some reason. So,
some teachers just get much better at them.
yeah. Investigation of remainder. The trio checks up on the state of Suki's workplace.
By the time we reached the geology museum, Allison seems to have perked up a bit. At least I'm guessing that from her walking in front of Otomi and I.
It looks like there's something going on. I don't think there'd normally be police officers outside the doorway.
Suddenly, I noticed something. Hey, wait! That woman talked to the police officers. That's the detective that brushed me off!
Wait, her? Saturday, that's...
I start running up the road and climb to the entrance. Otomi and Allison's voices get quieter behind me.
Hey, wait! You can't just run off to...
I've reached the entrance. The detective seems to have already noticed me. She doesn't look very happy about it. You! Don't think I've forgotten how you completely brushed me aside when I came in after progress. How dare you have the gall to then turn around and investigate? What made you suddenly care so much? The detective does not answer. She just keeps looking at me. What? You looked at my phone or something? As soon as I say we should investigate here, you appeared before us, so you can take all the credit? Do you even care about saving her? Or are you just doing this to get a raise for cracking open the case or whatever?
Saturday, enough! I hardly think that investigating her workplace is a novel idea.
Why is she just doing this now?
I had to go get a permit. I can't just investigate places without legal authority. There's a process.
So bureaucracy is more important than my sister?
If I don't want myself to, and my team to land in prison and leave no one left to investigate, yes. Saturday, if you're done, can you please stop harassing my sister?
What? Wait, for real? I looked over at Cody shocked, and also completely unaware of how to respond.
What? What's that look for? What is it?
I turned back towards the detective, and only just noticed her name tag. You're Eri Nichibotsu, Totomi's sister. Jesus Christ, Saturday, how did you not figure that out sooner? Holy hell, you're an awful friend. Totomi seems just as shocked at my not knowing this information as I am at learning it.
Shocked expression. Jesus Christ, Saturday, how did you not figure out that line sooner? I've talked about my sister and her line of work plenty of times.
I know. I'm so sorry, Eri. This is it? This is the end? This is the curtain call you really gotta have, Saturday? Eri seems almost amused by this turn of events. I noticed her crack the world's smallest grin.
Now, if you're done with this plot twist, I'm happy to let you accompany me inside if you'll remain calm. You may even have some valuable insights.
Immediately, however, Eri's attitude gets me frustrated again. Why is Totomi's sister so irritating? Fine, but only if you let Allison and Kobe come too. They're almost as close to Suki as I am, and I think they notice some of the stuff I wouldn't.
That's alright with me. Come along inside. You can show me where exactly your sister works so that I can skip having to figure out who inside would know.
I walked inside, with Kotomi and Allison following me. Kotomi still seems a bit shaken up by the fact that I may have inadvertently implied that I suspected her sister of being involved while at the park earlier. No, she surely understands that I just didn't know. Kotomi is like super mega understanding. Once inside Suki's office, Allison, Kotomi, and I looked around to see if anything felt unusual.
We're done collecting fingerprints, but still, please try not to touch anything if possible.
She said that, But I understood it to mean, don't touch anything which you don't need to for the investigation, which was fine by me. Okay, this is her desk. It's got her computer, a bunch of, rock stuff. I don't actually fully know what she does.
She does something to do with environmentally friendly coal mining. I'm not sure about the specifics beyond that. You need to ask an employee here. Is there anyone that your sister worked closely with?
The only person I would have ever heard her mention was one specific coworker that she relied on a lot when she was getting started. I think her name's, Jade?
I'll go see if she's on call. I'll be back in a moment, okay?
Odin leaves the room. Harry walks over and stands close behind the desk.
Do either of you know her computer password?
Yeah, she uses the same one for everything. Hold on, let me just... I lean down and type the password I remember into her computer. SECONDSHRINE. There! The screen lights up as it cuts from the dark, gloomy corporate lock screen to Suki's vibrant wallpaper. Got it! Harry sits down in Kodomi's chair and takes hold of her computer mouse. She talks to me a bit, but whatever. It's not like Suki's here.
Let's see. It says here she arrived for work on the morning of the 22nd. Is 10:30 really the morning?
Before noon, so I'd say so.
Right, you couldn't quite call it afternoon, but it's not like it was 8 o'clock or something. Morning is a bit misleading, isn't it?
But she arrived at, like, mid-morning then?
She arrived for work in the mid-morning on the 22nd, and then clocked out for lunch at 1:35 and never came back.
Just then, Kodomi appears in the door again.
So, Jade isn't on call right now, but I did get her on call.
Kodomi holds up her cell phone. The room is filled with silence.
Because cell phone? On call? Friggin' whatever, man. Introduce yourself, Jade. Hi, everyone! It really rocks to be here with you all. If I hear one more godforsaken... Come on! Why so stone-faced all of a sudden? I am actually going to blow a fuse. Sorry, of course you would. I will kill you. Allison leaves.
Allison leaps towards the door and tries to grab the phone. I haven't seen her this time in a long time. Allison immediately takes on with the joke. Like not even in a grown and fought way. Luckily, Kodomi stops Allison and she moves back to where she was.
Anyways, Jade, what did you want to tell us about you and Suki did for a living?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a transfer from the US branch on the Sunrise Foundation, since Suki's research mostly applies in North America.
What does the Sunrise Foundation even do? Or more specifically, what does Suki do for work?
She works for cleaning up old coal strip mines while mitigating environmental harm. It's a surprisingly difficult job that not many people bother doing. Did she do anything out of the ordinary on the day of her disappearance? Come to think of it, she did. She checked her text while we were on lunch break and looked for some video. I asked her what was wrong and she just shrugged it off. So, you saw her after she clocked out? Yeah, we usually got lunch together. She told me not to wait up and that she'd be right behind me after taking care of something. Last I saw her, she was typing something on her phone while I left the building.
You know who she was texting?
I saw a text notification pop up at one point, out of the corner of my eye. It wasn't a saved contact on her phone. I didn't really snoop or anything, though, so that's all I know. Thank you. Your help is invaluable. Is there anything else you'd feel that would be relevant to the case? No, nothing comes to mind. I did want to say something, though. Kodami, can you pass the phone to Saturday?
Huh? Me?
Yeah, sure thing.
Kodami walked over and took the phone.
Saturday, I'm so sorry all of this is happening, and I'm here if you need to talk. I know we aren't super close, but I knew your sister pretty well, and well, I just hope she's alright, and I can't help but to imagine what you're going through.
I noticed the potential tear making its way out my eye. I wiped it away before anyone else could notice. Now, damn it. I keep together. Thank you, Jade. That means a lot. Kodami, here. Give Kodami back her phone. Kodami smiles at me, but I don't really register it. Kodami hangs up the phone. I don't think she's hiding anything. It's obvious that the not suit me a lot. Now all this stuff is finding out what that video she was watching was. I turned back towards the desk. Allison was looking through the things on Suki's computer.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary on her computer. This is all files about work and stuff. Nothing really pops out.
Check her browsing history. Maybe something there. If she's been watching some weird video, there's a possibility her browsing history is synced between her phone and her computer. I know a lot of modern cross-platform browsers do that.
Huh. You may be onto something. There's a weird website here. Shrinereport.xyz. Let me open this.
Allison opens the site. I walk over and take a look. Yes, a video. Nothing else?
Seems to be. Let me look at the page source before I watch the video.
Allison opens the page source to the strange site. Sure enough, it seems to just be a blank HTML page with nothing but a video on the center. Nothing outside of the tags or anything. Okay, play the video.
Yeah, got it. Now that you mention it, I do remember seeing that symbol for last time, but I thought it was like a camera with a slash through it, like if the battery died. That's what I thought it was until you sent it in the chat. So at the end of the video, there is a little picture, and Leo sent it to me in the group chat. It looks like this. When I first saw the video, I thought it was the camera dying with the slash through it to signify that, but it's pretty interesting. He also sent me a link to the Shrine XYZ to watch the video anytime I want. It's pretty useful. I might go through it off screen, but it was pretty interesting.
Yep. If you don't have someone who's played the game already with you, there's hints on the website as well.
Good to know. I will keep that in mind. Energy, synergy, matrix.
This one's good. like the cover art.
Oh,
The
that's
jacket,
cute.
as they say. When I see a bunch of the same bumper in a row, I find it helps to get all the fingers.
Huh.
Because it helps you. That way you're not mashing. Bumpers also aren't effective timing. You're hitting the video. There's a lot of them mashing, like in one arm. Nice.
That is a pretty cute cat.
It's incredible. And can you go back to the song shop?
Yeah.
I think we're, because we turned the currency multiplier up so high, we hit the max. Look at those portraits. They're awesome.
What does this change? It looks the same.
The ground menu.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's a couple songs on it. Obviously, many.
There's daily.
Might as well get it.
What's on over there?
Wait down. I know these things. I am wise.
What are you wise about? Do not buy these? Is that what you're saying?
I say don't buy them yet. There's a couple songs I want you to get first. They're in the song shop. Saying just scroll down a little. Hip speed control. There it is. The 89
This one?
Momentum. Yep. The one right above it? Yes. You recognize this one?
I don't think I do.
No. One down.
Yeah, Celeste.
And go up a couple. Yeah. That's another one of my favorites. Acolade's good. I think those were the main ones I wanted you to know. Look at whatever restriction.
I'll buy some more later. We have one more song and then we can go to episode 4.
yeah, this is an easy one. I think that's a new record.
Alright, episode 4. Beyond the Puzzle's Veil. When I first played this, I was trying to decipher everything because I like mysteries, and a few of the mystery games I've been playing don't tell you everything. Leo let me know that in Chapter 1 this game is very hand-holdy, so I was trying to figure everything out, and then they just tell you everything about the video in this chapter, so I was kind of bummed out, but it was nice to know for future reference that I should pay more attention.
You did still figure out a good chunk of it.
I did.
After we left the geology museum, we went to Allison's house. We didn't even end up finding anything else on the site of Suki's workplace. However, once we got back to Allie's place, we just kind of sat there in silence for a while. So, any ideas? The others jumped a bit. Fair enough, I guess, since it had been at least half an hour since anyone had really said anything.
Ideas about what?
The video, stupid! The weird cryptic ARG friggin' thing that was on my sister's computer?
I wasn't able to get a good look at it. And besides, I think this is the part where we leave things up to the professional investigators.
I looked at her frustratedly. I mean, okay, sure, but won't there be a higher chance of success if there's more people trying to crack it?
I can't technically argue with that, but I'm still overwhelmed by the feeling of warning me not to get too far in over my head. And not to let either of you two either. We could probably just go back to the investigators with what we found. No in too far over our heads if we take that route, right?
Yes, exactly my thinking. Thank you, Kotomi.
I guess not. I'm still uneasy, but you do have a point. You saved the URL to that site, right? Yeah, it's Shrine Reporter XYZ. Here, you can use my laptop. Probably a good idea to see if it had a bigger screen than the phone.
True. Kotomi passed me her laptop. I typed in the page link, and the video popped up. We watched it again and tried to pay closer attention this time. Once the video was done, I handed Kotomi back her laptop and she put it on her desk.
The way I see it, we're working with a few possible sets of information here. And those are the shrine footage, the number of voice clips, and sets of white and red pixels. Right.
Personally, the number voices and the pixel sets are what jump out to me as holding out some kind of code. I'm not even entirely sure what we can get out of the shrine footage, though, since it just seems to be a loop.
Hang on, I have an idea. It's possible they hid something for like one frame in the middle of it. Let me just...
Kotomi opened a video editor up and set the playback speed really low so that it would show each frame for longer. We sat there for about 5 minutes watching it go. Eventually, Kotomi did catch something.
Aha! Not in the middle of it, but there's this weird symbol that shows up for one frame right at the very end.
She selected a specific frame, and sure enough, a bizarre symbol was visible on screen.
Oh, weird. What even is that supposed to be?
Beats me. I'll make a quick sketch of it, though. I took one of the papers out of the binder that was in my bag and scribbled down a quick drawing of the symbol.
That's a good plan, Allison. That's a good plan. Allison, can you write down those numbers that were being spoken in the voice sections? I went back and played the video 3 or 4 different times to write down all those numbers, and then they just do it again here. They just tell you what they said here. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Can you replay them back?
Oh, do you need a piece of paper? Here, use this one. I handed Allison my paper, and Kotomi replayed the video. Allison wrote down 165850272 and 2114094. Hang on, Allie. I noticed that there's, more of a break between some of the numbers in the second voice section. Can you put a little dash to indicate something?
Oh, good catch. Here, Allison, let me replay that for you. Got it.
Allison added some cute little dashes, resulting in the paper now saying 21140924. So, 165850272 and 21140924. We've had them written out, but I'm not exactly sure what to do with them from here. Allison gave me a smug sort of grin.
Really, Saturday? I would have thought you of all people would have figured out at least one of these out. Isn't this kind of cryptic stuff right up your alley?
Hey, cut me a break, Allie. I'm not really at peak mental efficiency right now.
Fair enough. Anyway, look at the second set of numbers, the ones with the dashes. Anything about them jump out at you? Oh, I see what Allison's getting at. A1Z26, right? Yep, pretty much. They're probably letters.
Oh my god, friggin', how the hell did I not...
Don't sweat it. Anyway, let's figure this out.
So, transferring numbers into letters... Got it. Unix.
Yeah, Unix seems about right.
Unix, so Unix time is our lead here. I mean, I can't really think of anything else the word Unix could mean.
My bet would be that one of these codes from either of the voice numbers or the pixel sets is a Unix timecode. Well, since we haven't exactly figured out the pixel sets yet, let's try to see if there's another number we got from the voice samples as a timecode.
Allison walked over to Kotomi's desk and opened the internet browser. She looked up one of those Unix to timecode converters and typed 165850272 into it.
And it sure is 12:12 a.m. on the 23rd of July this year. So 2 days ago.
Aha! Bingo! That's gotta be it. It's too close to our current time to not be what the number's getting at.
I'm inclined to agree, but not having a time code doesn't really give us too much to go off of. Hey, I mean, there's not really other things we have figured out yet. The sets of white and red pixels.
Yeah, can you pull those back up and pause the video on them?
Oh, yeah. Here.
I mean, okay. Even this one I can almost figure out.
Oh, really? I'm actually more stumped about this one than the other. Do tell.
I mean, look at it. It's just a set of different amounts of pixels, so it would probably be like 3126218.
Hold on, though. What about the red line?
Maybe it doesn't mean anything?
No, it definitely means something. Look.
Kodami moves the playhead in the video editor forward a bunch to the second set of pixels.
See? The red line is in between some of them, like, this time. I have a hard time believing it's just a red herring.
I mean, it would be a red herring. Allison let out one of the biggest sounds I've ever heard in my entire life.
Saturday? That's a stretch even for you, and you know it.
Hey, I was mumbling that under my breath so you couldn't hear it. Besides, it's not as bad as some of those rock puns.
What if it's 0?
What makes you think it's a 0?
I mean, look at where it is on the first one. In the first one, it's the first one in line. So maybe it's there to signifying a 0 so that we know the first digit is a 0. Look, if it wasn't there, you'd think it was 3126218. But, like you said, but maybe it's actually 0326218. And they couldn't get that across if they just left it blank because you'd assume it started at 3.
Hey, well done. I think you're right. Look at you go.
It's all elementary, my dear Saturday.
That was not an invitation to make a Sherlock joke.
Too bad. So, applying this logic, we have 031262218 from the first set. Kodami, fast forward? Yeah. And then the second set would be 1309165.
So, 031262218 and 130916555. Are these more Unix codes?
Doubt it. They're way shorter. You can try anyway, though. Hold on, no need. I can say it with confidence they aren't. There'd be no reason for them to highlight the 0 otherwise. They could just write 3126218.
True. But if it's not that, then I'm drawing a blank.
Allison? You got an idea? Well, it's a bit of a stretch, but if the other codes represented a place and time, could these be a place in physical space?
Like some kind of coordinates?
Yeah, the feeling I'm getting is that there's somehow latitude and longitude. Or something.
But there's no decimal.
Maybe we have to add it ourselves. Look.
A diagram comes up with the numbers and Kodami puts a decimal at the 4th character spot.
If you do it like this, the reasoning for highlighting the 0 becomes clear. See?
Ah, I see it. So it's 31.26218 latitude and 130.91655 longitude. Or the other way around.
Can't be the other way around. Latitude doesn't go as high as 130, so it has to be the first way. Kodami, if you will. On it.
Kodami looked over at her laptop and opened up Google Maps.
Going through these coordinates gets us Near the Akewachi Shrine. On the mainland.
Okay, right. We need to tell Ari this, like, right away. This is a lead.
You got her number, right?
I think I wrote it down somewhere, but it'd probably be faster to just run to Suki's office than waiting for me to find it.
That's a fair point. Let's go.
We got up and left Alice's place. I ran into the geology museum at a breakneck pace that I didn't even know I was capable of achieving. Ari! Big news! Ari jumps a little bit. I mean, I guess it makes sense considering I basically just jump scared her.
Whoa, calm down. What happened?
We had this investigation, we looked at the video, and we decoded it, and we're pretty sure we have a lead. Ari puts the clipboard she's holding down on a nearby chair.
Alright, let's hear it.
We think that she probably took a ferry to the mainland around 5, maybe a bit before? There was a time code hidden in the video, and it's for a place on the mainland at a specific time, so she probably wanted to be there at that time, I think.
The route takes 4.5 hours of just ferries, so it'd be a 6 or 7 hour trip. It's obvious that she took it. She was serious about... It's obvious that if she took it, she was serious about whatever was happening here. She'd have missed a lot of her shift. Interesting. We are checking to see if she took a ferry. There's an officer dispatched there at the to check the details. Her bank has been less than cooperative, so we're checking to see if a lot of stations send whether she was a passenger. They keep records of all that stuff? Yeah, something to do with consent forms and boarding procedures. I don't think it's stored in a database or anything, but if it was just a few days ago, so they should have filed away the physical record. I can't leave my position here currently, but if you head there for yourselves, the officer should recognize Kodami. She is my sister after all. You could probably get the information you need there.
Oh, for real? Thanks. What do you guys think?
I'll come, but after this we're done. And leaving it up to them, okay?
Yeah, sure. I said that, but deep down I knew I was just telling her that to avoid the hassle of arguing with her about it further.
It's within walking distance, so let's get going.
We left the geology museum once again and followed Kodami to her terminal. Look, all I'm saying is anywhere's within walking distance if you have the time.
Fair enough. So, yeah, Saturday and her friend, singular, try to figure out the strange video. I don't know. I'm just so suspicious of Kodami. Saturday inquires at the ferry of Terminal about Yusuke. It doesn't say anything about Kodami again, but to be fair, it also doesn't say anything about Allison, so... I don't know.
Tell me if you've heard this before, but this song's good, I think.
I do not think so.
Okay.
It's too
We
hard.
can't all have right opinions.
It's too hard, therefore the song is bad.
We're really not gonna like what happened next then. GG. Not too shabby.
Embers of the Intersection. Saturday inquires at the ferry and terminal about Suki.
We followed Kotomi to the terminal, or to the ferry terminal. Terminal for the ferry, some might say. It was by no means a large venue. There were just a few benches scattered around for passengers to sit on while waiting. There was an officer standing at the check-in desk talking to the ferryman. You're here. Okay. Right. Officer. Kotomi walked up to the officer, and I followed her.
All that you have. You need to talk to other terminals to see if she went anywhere else. Understood. Thank you, sir. Your time is appreciated.
Once the officer was done talking to the ferryman, he turned around and noticed us.
Oh. Hello, Nochibochi's sister, right? And Nichibochu's sister's acquaintances? Yeah, right. This is Allison here, and this is...
Hey, Mr. Officer, did you find out anything about the Suki staff?
Who are you exactly? Saturday? The missing girl's sister. Oh, in that case I can indeed tell you that there was a Suki Tasagari who boarded the ferry to Kagoshima at 1400, and she did match what we know of her appearance.
Wait, 1400? Is that 2 in the afternoon or 3?
The ferry docked safely at 1800, 4 hours later, and we have no reason to believe that she wasn't on it when it did. Great, thank you, sir.
1800? Why can't people just use normal people time? I walked away from the officer and to his desk to talk to the ferryman. He looked up from his newspaper when I got closer. When's the next ferry to Kagoshima departing?
We have 2 ferries running in tandem. It should depart around 6:30, if you don't mind waiting a bit.
11 footsteps behind me indicated that Alan said was running over to catch up with me.
Saturday! You can't just go off to Kagoshima for this. It's not safe. Please, please, please just let the police handle it from here.
I turned around and raised my voice. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to do this to Allison, but I felt that letting my emotions out would be better than holding back. And let my sister stay gone? Do nothing and just let all this happen? If they fail, if she's gone, and I could have done something, then it'll be my fault. I can't just do that. Not even try? If I at least try, then it'll be okay. Allison seemed conflicted on how to respond.
This is a missing person, and it looks like we're in way over our heads. The cipher was one thing, but this looks more and more like we're dealing with an organization with real power. We aren't a police force. We're just students. What happens if you get hurt? Or worse?
I don't care. I don't care! You can't understand what I'm going through right now. Suki was the most important person in the world to me, and... Calm yourself down, Saturday. Allison doesn't deserve this. She can't be gone. I'm not going to let it happen.
But going in without even thinking of the consequences is going to...
Before Allison could even finish her sentence, however, a deafening boom sound interrupted our argument. The floor shook beneath us. Neither Allison nor I could speak due to shock. Kotomi rushed over to the window and looked out at the street.
No. No, 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 oh, no, 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 no!
Allison and I ran up to Kotomi to see what was wrong. What is it? What's happening?
Her workplace. The geology place, it's...
She didn't have time to finish before I noticed what was going on. The Tanegashima Geology Museum was entirely set ablaze, covered from top to bottom in horrifying embers. Well, what are we waiting for? We need to make sure that everyone's okay. Come on! I ran out of the ferry terminal and heard Allison shout behind me.
Why is your first instinct to run towards the danger? Saturday!
There's no time to worry about Allison's thoughts on the matter. The sound of footsteps notified me that she and Kotomi were following me anyway. And we just had to get there in time. We ran up to the site of the now aflame Geology Museum. By the time we arrived, you could barely tell what the building even once was. Kotomi rushed up to one of the other detectives, and I followed her.
What happened here? We smelled smoke and rushed everyone inside. It took maybe 5 minutes before the building was completely aflame. Is everyone okay? Where's my sister? She's still in there. She was the only one who we couldn't get out, and
I looked over at Kotomi to see her wearing an expression I didn't think she was capable of. Pure, unfiltered terror.
Kotomi, no, it's not safe. Please don't.
I gritted my teeth and curled up my fists. She's already inside. Besides, I think she knows it's not safe. She's trying to save Eri.
But why? That's dangerous. And she's normally really clear-headed about this stuff.
I guess she just cares a lot. I don't know. Does it really seem like now's the time for sitting around and thinking?
Saturday, you have that look on your face. Please don't do this.
Shut up. Shut up! Look at this situation. Look around you at the world, Allison. And stop trying to hold me back for once in your life, okay? I turned around as to see Allison's reaction to my freakout. I was already running inside after Kotomi, into the burning blaze.
Saturday! Saturday! Embers of the intersection.
Wow, this sure has been an Embers at the intersection.
It sure has. 4 songs before chapter 6.
I like fixation sort of numbers. I don't really recognize the other two. Or the 3. I recognize this one.
Fake fan. Not knowing
True.
every single song in the soundtrack.
SMH my head.
was pretty good.
Yeah. That's why I recognized it.
Stupid cat. In the future, when I don't know what's going on, I think I'm probably going to try to theorize during songs to try to figure this out. Yeah, I already know what's happening though. I already know what's the end of this chapter. And I don't have any information about what's going to happen in the future.
The songs are good.
I do enjoy it a
Hear
lot.
it too often. Show them too often in the roguelike mode.
Yeah, I like that one a
Fair
lot.
enough. I saw her with the eye and I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Signals of fire.
I might recognize this one. I'm not sure though. Yeah. This is a good one.
I like it already.
Fair enough. I think all the particles in the background made my stream lag a bit, but it should be fine on OBS because it's recorded for you.
Quasar. Level 7, jeez, okay.
It'll be fine. Not too bad.
Alright.
For reference, I believe the final song's difficulty 9. So,
The final song of the game or the chapter?
this one.
Fun.
I think the final song of the game. I'm not sure.
Terminal. Saturday tries to save her friends.
Friends plural.
Yeah. But Ari is also there. Oh wait, never mind.
Well, she is. But
Yes.
Allison.
Yeah.
God damn it. Where is she? Where did Kotomi go?
I ran through a world I could barely see myself, screaming relentlessly in hopes it would yield some kind of result.
Kotomi! Kotomi!
At that moment, a loud and panicked voice cut through the non-stop embers around me.
Kotomi! Hang on, I'm coming! God, fucking God, hurry up for fuck's sake!
One by one, I threw open doors around me. Due to the flames on all sides, the doors often flung off their hinges without any effort at all.
This room? No, not in there. Maybe this one? No, not in there either. Kotomi! Kotomi! Answer me!
This time, however, nothing but crackling answered my desperate shouts.
Kotomi, for the love of God, please answer me!
Deep down, I knew that just running around desperately isn't going to answer, or just hoping someone will answer my shouting isn't going to solve anything. But
Please! Please!
I collapsed to the floor as the burning reality around me creeped into my vision.
Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. This is it. I'm going to die here.
Fire around me is closing in fast.
Holy shit. I'm actually about to die? I don't want to. I don't. I'm not ready yet. Come on. Why the hell can't I muster up any more energy? Come on. Please, someone come save me. Someone come get me out of here. Sorry. Stop groveling on the ground and pick yourself up, dumbass. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get wrapped up in all of this. Listen, I'm so sorry. Go to me. I'm so sorry. I'm so scared. I'm not ready to die. Please.
I shouted that, but I couldn't even hear my own voice. I'm surrounded by flames on all sides. There's nowhere left. There's nothing left. Heat. The intense heat from all angles. I'm not even on fire yet, and already the burning is indescribable. It hurts so much that I can't even scream. Any strength I had gave way. And everything that I was fades away with it. The story remains unfinished. Except we totally finished it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so this is a little cipher thing. Basically, these are shapes and plus and minus signs. So you go from X, you go 3 down, and then K, you go 3 up, and it's the number of sides based on it. I don't remember what the actual answer is though. I think I wrote it down. I think it was uniform.
Uniform.
Yeah, uniform.
You are correct.
And then for this
Don't worry, you'll have it memorized by the end of the game.
This
Well,
one.
this recording will have failed 15 times.
Yep, most likely. So, this is 44 divided by 4 is 11, so 11 o'clock is Z, 1 E, 7 R, 6 O, 0 plus, what's this one? This one was,
The pound sign at the bottom is just saying convert it to numbers.
that's right. 1 4 1. No, I'm.
Yeah, A would be 1,
yeah,
which is
ELE. And yeah,
9.
1 plus 11.
0 plus 11.
That's right, 0 plus 11 goes up.
And then
So
you'll go into the middle.
the answer
You'll type.
is
And
and
then
then
if
it's
you look at the bottom,
the shrine report xyz/result. Result equals ultimation tense HTML. So
and you put it in chat, but I know what the answer is.
and the tab is recrudescent. So
Recrudescent.
doesn't.
For reference, as you noticed beforehand, you can't fail any songs, and that's how it is for everyone. However, normally, going to settings, you cannot turn off so that you can fail off. You have to go into the settings roadblock. And this took me a little less than a week, I believe.
Jeez. I can see why.
We burned down the geology museum. I came back to the song, I really liked it, and I told Barry eventually. I mean, it's not messing up the goal out. But it is possible.
I don't think it is.
At least not open. It should be difficult. I remember correctly, this is This is one of the biggest difficulty jumps in a game I've played. It's crazy. I'd say it's probably the strongest that second most amount of time on. I'd say it's probably the third hardest song for when you play it, but it was better prepared for one of the other two. And then another one took me over a week. And those were like full days.
Jeez.
Yeah. You can go to the story. I believe it's
6.2, I think.
Yeah. Despite the circumstances, everything feels cold. I feel like I'm falling endlessly through a space my brain could never begin to comprehend. When I open my eyes, I can see something beautiful. Something that transcends what we process with our human minds. An aurora of ideas, all intermingling with each other. Ideas of happiness, ideas of excitement, ideas of sorrow, and ideas of anger. In this space, there are no bodies or minds to interpret these ideas, only the space and the ideas themselves. And yet, just as I plunge further through this unknowable space, reality returns. Everything's hot again. I feel my senses return to me. My body and mind reconnect, as if to punish me for daring hope I could escape the suffering I would be due for within seconds. But reality pursues you until your very end.
Right. I'm burning to death.
And yet, as the inferno closes in around me, a figure comes into view, familiar, yet forever alien to me. Humanity. not able to muster up many words before I start coughing violently again. Kotomi looked at me as if to say, don't try to speak, without actually saying it herself. She extended her hand, and I understood immediately. I helped her pick up Barry, and together we staggered toward the exit.
Please, just let us make it. Please, just let us. Please.
The door is mere feet away. We stagger slowly with Barry in our arms, but every slow step feels like an entire eternity. Inch by inch, the outside world comes closer, and closer, and... My senses shut off, and I feel myself falling. I hit the ground and recognize one thing before my consciousness finally cuts out entirely.
Saturday! Saturday!
The rough, jagged feel of the concrete pavement of a precinct parking lot. When I'm finally able to open my eyes again, I see a tiled ceiling. The Tanegashima General Hospital's tiled ceiling, in fact.
Oh,
The nurse entered the room, seemingly noticed that I'm awake. I tried to sit up, but found that I'm still unable to move.
please don't try to strain yourself by getting up or speaking. Just stay lying down.
I tried to say something regardless, but my voice escaped me, so it's not like I could disobey even if I wanted to. Instead, I looked at the nurse almost pleadingly, hoping I could convey a message in a non-verbal way.
It's okay. I understand. You want to know what happened to your friends, right?
I tried to nod, but I'm unable to do that either, so I blinked instead to try to imitate it. The nurse looked a little bit confused, but I think she understood.
Kotomi and Eri both passed out around the same time you did, according to your friend Allison. You three were all rushed over here by the other detective that were present when the building caught fire. They had to perform CPR on each of you first, but once your breathing had steadied, you were brought here immediately.
My eyes relaxed at the knowledge that Kotomi and Eri were also resting here.
They inhaled quite a bit more smoke than you did, so they're still unconscious. But they'll also be okay.
I let out a deep breath in relief.
The good news is, none of the three of you were inhaled enough smoke that treatment goes any further than the oxygen we supplied you with while unconscious.
That's a hard sentence.
Yeah. Your body will still need more time to recover from being strained, however, so you likely won't be able to move too heavily for a bit. And even when you're able to move, it's probably still best not to, just so that you're not operating on the bare minimum energy. We don't have many nurses on call right now, so I have to go check on the other patients. But please, try to get some more rest. I'll be back, okay?
Not like there's much of a way for me to respond. The nurse walked out the door and closed it behind her, leaving just me and my thoughts alone in this tiny hospital room.
I should really try and learn what happened inside the building when it caught fire, and why Eri was the only one trapped inside. And also inform Allison that I'm safe. She's probably worried sick. And also figure out the next plan of action is for finding Suki. And...
I was unable to finish my thought before I realized what the weird feeling in my eyes was. I'm crying. I will be right back in a minute.
Alright,
Or 30 seconds.
gotcha. I'm timing you. 1, 2, 3.
I am back.
The Perusal on Yesterday. Episode 7. Saturday contemplates the
Chicken
incident.
to be crossed.
Sorry?
Sorry, I said I had to take some chicken out to defrost.
Gotcha.
Nearly midnight, and I've been given permission from the nurse to walk across the hall to Kodami and Aries' room. I went to knock on the door, but it was already slightly ajar, so I peeked my head in.
Can I come in?
Saturday! Oh, you're their friend from the room across the hall. Yes, come in, but please don't strain yourself.
Of course. Thanks.
The nurse left the room, and I walked in and sat down.
Are you two doing okay?
Yeah, mostly. Ari took the worst of it, so it took her a lot longer to regain consciousness. The nurse had requested her to not speak as much, so as to not strain her lungs at all.
Ari nodded.
I can say very short sentences, though.
Kodami looked over at me.
What about you, Sat? Are you all good?
Aside from the fact that my body is still in an eminently weakened state, yeah, I'm fine.
I didn't mention my emotional meltdown after the nurses left the room.
Ah,
Nurse,
thank goodness. It seems like we'll all be okay and soon enough. It might just take Ari a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's gonna be alright, even if this entire situation is just so unfortunate.
Now that I look at them, I can definitely see a resemblance of sorts. I've known for a while that Kodami dyed her hair a long time ago, but never really asked her about her original hair color. But I guess it would probably be brown, or at least closer to Aries' natural hair color than otherwise.
Kodami, how come you never told me you two were sisters?
You never asked.
What? I mean, okay, true.
But in the half a decade I've known you, you never thought to mention it at all?
I would have if you asked.
I guess that's fair enough.
We sat in silence for a while longer, probably close to 10 or 15 minutes until Aries spoke up weakly.
Now that both of you are here... Hey, don't strain yourself, please. Take your time.
Aries takes a few deep breaths in and out, and waits a minute before continuing.
What happened that led me to being stuck in there?
I understand, but how? You can barely speak, and I don't think I need to be the one to tell you it's not a good idea to talk about all that while in this state. Aries takes out her phone and points to it.
Give me your network ID. I'll add you to a group chat with Kodami.
Okay, if you say so. My ID is just Saturn Alorbit. No spaces, no capital letters.
Aries takes a minute, and then I get a friend request and accept it.
To confirm, both of you can see this. Please look up and let me a nod.
Kodami and I did as Aries requested.
Alright, and both of you can reply, right?
Yeah.
I can, yeah. Around 4:45 p.m., the rest of the posted investigators left their shifts to return to the precinct. I decided to stay behind and keep looking around, however.
How come?
I was certain I was missing something. Something about Suki's office seemed different from the last time I was there, earlier that very same day. So I kept looking. Eventually I did manage to figure out what seemed off to me. All of the little figurine statues she keeps on her shelf in the left wall were all crowded together in one specific spot on the shelf.
Aren't they usually, though? She has a lot of those, and that shelf isn't exactly the biggest.
Well, yes, but they were arranged in a more crowded space than usual. It's almost unnerving how they were arranged in a way that they could never cover up something, but not be moved enough that it was easy to notice them being closer than usual. So, were they covering up something? Yes. I moved them aside and found a small wooden box. I tried to open it, and it wouldn't budge, but there was a little crank on the side though.
Uh-oh. I think I can tell where this is going.
You'd think so, right? But I looked all across it, and there was no wire connecting it to anything. I scanned it, and an emission sensor too, and there was no signal or emission coming out of it, or into it.
Wait, hold on. Emission scanner?
Oh, right. It's experimental tech being tested by the investigators across the world. It allows us to check objects for signals of all kinds, like internet connections, that kind of stuff.
Ah, I see. Go on.
So, I twisted the crank on the side of the box, and the side of the box opened. There was barely any room for even store anything inside, but there was a tiny little speaker. Hey, hold on. I thought you just said your emission scanner didn't pick up literally anything. It didn't. It could have been faulty or acting up, but for some reason or another, it didn't pick up the speaker inside.
What happened next?
So the speaker turned on and started playing a little music box melody. I managed to get out my phone in time to record the last little bit of the melody. Let me upload it.
Harry uploaded a file to the group chat. Sure enough, it was a bizarre little music box melody.
After that, there were things that... After that is when things got really bizarre. Once the melody ends, I hear sudden footsteps and the door lock behind me. So I spin around really fast, but the door is still just as open as it was when I entered. And there isn't anyone there. I went out to the hall to look around, but nothing has changed. None of the doors in the hall had been opened or closed any more since I was there last either. So I went back to Suki's room. When I got back, I noticed an image of Suki's monitor that wasn't even there when I left the room to check the hall.
What was the image?
From what I can recall, it was this rocking horse. It looked like a tiny toy rocking horse. It was really distorted and hard to make out. Did you take a picture of it? I tried to. When I pulled out my phone again, that's when it happened.
The explosion?
Yes. But before that, I heard another door slamming shut, and I jolted up and looking down at the monitor, and this time the door to Suki's office was closed. I got up to run towards the door, and that's when the explosion went off, and the force blasted the door and knocked me back to the floor with it. After that, I can barely remember anything. You were barely conscious when I came up to the room and found you. I wouldn't be surprised if you were already unable to make sense or remember your surroundings at that point.
After Ari was done explaining, the three of us tried to think of possible explanations for what happened. But the reality of the matter is, there weren't nearly enough clues to go off of in order to figure out any kind of meaningful conjecture. After a while, though, Ari jolted up a bit.
I just remembered something that I'm not sure how I forgot. What is it? Kodami, can you please check my pockets of my jacket? I can't exactly move my arm super well currently. Sure.
Kodami got up from her bed and ran her hand through Ari's jacket. Eventually, she seemed surprised and pulled something small out. Wait, is that...
Yes, it's the wooden box with the speaker in it. I completely forgot I put it in my pocket when I went to check the hallway.
Kodami handed me the wooden box, and I went to lie back down on her bed. I took a good look at the box. It was even smaller than I thought it was from Ari's description, being small enough that I could hold it flat in my palm. Just like Ari said,
There was no way to open it other than the small metal crank on the side, and I wasn't about to take that risk. I was about to hand it back to Kotomi when I noticed something about the bottom.
Hang on. Is the bottom of this box, like, indented?
What do you mean?
Like, I can run my finger along it, and it dips down at certain points. It's really hard to see because the indentation is extremely small. Hang on a minute. Eri, do you have a pen anywhere in your coat?
I should. Feel free to check my pockets.
I got up from my seat and walked over to Eri's bed and searched her pockets. There was indeed a small pen in one of them.
Okay, perfect. This will work. Let me see.
I put the box top down on the desk between the two hospital beds and ran the tip of the pen through the small indented parts of the bottom face of the box. By the time I was done, there were clear letters written out.
What does that say? Second shrine.png?
Yeah, looks like it.
It's some kind of file name then? I don't think I need to explain what a PNG image is.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what its usage is. You can't really get anything from just a file name, right?
The room went silent again. I sat back down in the chair, and eventually the nurse came in.
Hey you three, sorry Saturday, but I need to run an oxygen test on these two, just to make sure everything's okay. Is it alright if I ask you to go back to your own room?
Yeah, not at all. Sorry, just give me a sec.
I stood up slowly and walked to the door.
We'll have time to figure out what that weird file name thing is once we've all healed up and better. Okay, Seth?
Yeah. Rest well, you two.
I closed the door behind me and walked back to my own room across the hall. Laying back down in my bed, I realized I should probably talk to Allison, so I took out my phone to message her.
Hey, Allie.
Saturday! You're okay!
LMAO, hardly. I can barely get up and walk. I'll be okay, though. I'm resting.
Please don't put any stress on your body right now. I'm just glad you're okay. Don't put yourself back under stress.
Yeah. Thank you, though. Genuinely.
Where are you at right now? Wondering if you can pop over to the hospital to talk for a bit.
I'm at home, but I can come out there. I'll be there in a bit. Takes a while to go from one side of the island to the other.
That's fine. I'm not going anywhere, lol.
Okay. I'll let you know when I'm coming over.
Okay.
I'm not sure how well she's going to take the decision I'm about to make, but I know it's what I need to do.
And time for the final episode of Chapter 1. This is the last thing I've seen. So after this, I'm completely blind to what's going on in the story.
Real and true.
And I'm excited to find out. Episode 8, A Perusal on Tomorrow. Saturday makes a decision about her future.
Hey!
Oh, Saturday! You scared me. I had no idea you were there.
Well, yeah. That's why I said, hey! Now you know I'm here.
That's true. Anyway, why are you here? It's long past 9.
Well, you know how you're going with your parents to Tanagashima in a few months?
Of course. I mean, I'm moving to an island. I hope I would remember that.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's a small, but definitely possible chance that Suki's going to be moving out there for work next year. So...
Yeah?
Come on, you don't get it? I might move out with her. To Tanegashima.
Wait, for real? Really? That's... well, that seems kind of sudden, doesn't it?
Also, something fun I forgot to tell you. First time we went through this, the amount of question marks whenever they use them tend to line up with the amount of characters in a character's name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
How so?
I mean, I hadn't heard anything about this before, and you've known I was going to be moving down south for months now. How come this is popping up now?
Well, two reasons. First off, I didn't introduce the idea to my parents until really recently, and it's still not totally locked in, but like I can definitely convince them. And second off, I wanted to surprise you. We'll get to spend our high school years together. Isn't that really great?
I mean, of course it is, but Saturday...
What's up, Allie? You've got the serious look in your eye. You're doing the thing.
It's just... I'm not opposed to the idea, I just don't want you to, like, I guess, adjust your entire life around me. You shouldn't have to follow me forever.
Is that what you think?
Huh?
Allison, this isn't me making a choice that I'm not 100% up for. It's something I feel like I need to do, but it's also something I want to do. If my path and yours end up separating down the line, then that's just life. I've made up my mind. The only thing left to be seen yet is where it leads me. I said those words then, too. I wonder, did I mean them in that same way? I can't help but feel that's when I started to realize those feelings.
Hello? May I come in?
I opened my eyes. Allison's at the hospital room's entrance. The nurse looked over and smiled.
Of course, she's just resting now.
Allison stepped inside the room, and the nurse stepped out and closed the door. Despite the fact that this is the first time Allison has seen me since the incident at Tsuki's workplace, both of us just kinda sit in silence for a long time. Eventually, Allison broke the silence.
I'm so sorry.
I looked over, surprised.
What? For what? You haven't done anything wrong.
Maybe if I stopped you from going in, then you wouldn't... then this wouldn't have happened, and...
She gestured to the hospital bed and the oxygen monitor beside it.
Hey, come on, Allie. Don't let yourself get trapped in that spiral now. It's not even remotely your fault, okay? If anything, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I was too stubborn, and I didn't listen to you when you were clearly just looking out for my safety. And now I've caused you so much worry, and...
Allison walked over to the side of the bed and put her hand on mine.
It's okay, Saturday. I promise. I'm sorry, I'm just really glad you're okay right now.
You can never tell due to the immense strength Allison has over her own voice, but even without looking at her, I could tell she was crying, at least a little bit. Eventually, she seemed to realize that she was still holding my hand and ran back to the chair on the other side of the room embarrassingly.
Have you been resting much?
as much as I can, between them checking my O levels and moving about.
Okay. That's really good to hear, at least. Please continue to take it easy, even once you get discharged, okay?
Yeah.
Promise?
I
looked down, ashamed, knowing that what I was about to tell her was no better than flat out saying, "No, I won't do that."
Actually, I have something I need to tell you about that.
Yeah?
I could tell that immediately she was worried. Here goes nothing, I guess.
I've decided that once I'm discharged and have taken a few days to rest, I'm going to go to the mainland and try to find my sister myself. There was a short silence. I couldn't bring myself to look over at Allison, so I have no idea the expression that she had on her face in that very moment. There was another long silence, where neither of us said anything. Suddenly, I felt something brush against my side, and look over to see Allison burying her head in my hand.
Why? Why do you need to be like this?
For the first time since I'd known her, I could hear her sobbing through her words.
Why do you feel like you need to be the hero? Like you need to throw your life and yourself into some danger over and over again? I don't understand.
It's not that, it's just...
I know that you're scared for Suki, and that you just don't want to show it, and...
Allison?
I'm scared, Saturday. I'm so incredibly scared, both for her and you. Because I know you're just not being honest with me about much of this. It's tearing you up inside. And I don't think you're even being fully honest with yourself.
Allison?
You keep throwing yourself into reckless situations, and I'm mortified that you're going to get hurt, or die, or that... I don't know. I'm going to lose you in some way.
Allie.
Yes?
I'm not going anywhere. I promise that you're not going to lose me. But this is something that deep down, I feel like I need to do. There's an answer waiting out there for me about all of this. I'm certain. I just need to find it. I understand that you're worried about me, and the fact that I have someone who cares about me so much in my life means so much to me. But I promise you, it's okay. I can look after myself. I looked directly into Allison's eyes. There were tears all over her face.
I'm coming with you.
I sat up, surprised. You're what?
Listen, I don't like this idea. Nothing will make me like this idea. But at least you can do is let me come along as a second set of cautious eyes.
It's just... I'm not opposed to the idea. I just don't want you to, I guess, adjust your entire life around me? You shouldn't have to follow me forever. Allison seemed surprised by what I said. Yet there was immense sadness behind her eyes, but I couldn't tell why. But then, she stood up.
Saturday? This isn't me making a choice that I'm not 100% up for. If you feel like you need to go out into the mainland, then I feel like I need to come with you. Because let me get one thing straight. This is not satisfying. This is not a conclusion.
How do you mean? I don't follow.
If you want to play the protagonist, then you're gonna have to prove that you can be. And that means accepting when things are out of your depth. So I'll ask you, do you really think that following this clue you found is what the universe is telling you to do?
Was I really making the right choice? Or was Allison right? Maybe I was getting too far beyond what I could handle. Maybe it would be better if I took a step back and let the professionals handle it. And yet, I am certain. I still answered the way I did.
Then you need to understand that to do this purely alone is a suicide mission. You need to be able to rely on others, to open up about how you're really feeling. Or before long, you'll find yourself burned up again with no rush. Maybe. But that's how life is.
The Allison I saw before me was like nothing I'd ever seen from her before. And yet, I could tell that this was truly her, and that all of this was purely from a place of genuine caring. I smiled.
Then it settled. We traveled together.
Allison forced a smile. I could tell she was still worried. To tell the truth, I was still worried too. Horrified, even of what I might be getting myself into. But it still felt like the path I'd chosen was the right one. Allison left the room smiling, but I still saw incredible sadness behind her grin. The reason for this still eluded me, and if I noticed it back then, this story may have turned out very differently. In a room across the hall, a detective and her sister rest and recover with a horrific brush with death. In the hall itself, a confused and conflicted young woman finds herself at a crossroads on how to feel. And far, far away, across the sea, and below the grounds of a certain shrine, figure faces of you. A young adult woman appears in the ocean. To some, she may be known as Soup. In the center of the large open space is a massive machine, rumbling and chugging along to a seeming never end. The woman approaches it. Another, taller woman steps out from behind the wall of the atrium. I figured I'd find you here. What do you want? You are the last person I want to see right now. Just enjoying the fruits of my efforts. They made it out of this museum alive. Past locking. Don't give me that shit. I'm tired of you playing hero with things you created. What may I ask? Do you plan to do? I plan to divert to Lock 2, right here, right now, by striking you down where you stand. Chapter 1, Missing Link. End.
I think that's where I'll end for today. For now, at least.
Makes sense to me. This is definitely where we should end the first episode if we continue going.
Alright.
And why not upload a 6 second worth thing to YouTube?
Fair enough, fair enough. Alright. Well, thank you for joining me. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Goodbye.